All right, who wants to make a cute little clay fishy like this? We're going to start out with a pinch pot to make this fish. Instead of starting out with a ball of clay, I had a ball of clay and I've kind of rolled it a little bit just in my hand by pinching it into a cylinder because we want kind of a deeper, longer pinch pot for that clay's body. So I'm sticking my thumb inside using my fingers on the outside to press this clay, and you can see that we're getting a longer, deeper pot rather than a real round one. And I'm going to work that around and try to get that clay so that it's fairly uniform in thickness. And then I'm going to kind of take and pinch this to make my mouth of my fish. And then I'm going to lay that down and kind of flatten that a little bit on the bottom. Now I'm going to create a couple of side fins, just pinching off some clay, kind of rounding this on the ends. And I've got a lot of my other pieces and parts already ready here. And where I'm going to add these on the side, I'm going to score. I'm going to score the area of these where they will attach. And then I will wet these spots. And I will attach my fin and kind of press it into the body. And then I'm going to pinch the lips of the fish out a little bit. Let's open that up. And then I'm going to set that back down. Next step is going to be to add the eyes. And the eyes, we're going to score the area where the eyes will attach as well. We're going to score the backside of the eyeball. I'm just going to dip those in water, and when I place those on, I'm just going to give them a little twist to lock those score marks together. And then we need to flatten a couple pieces of clay to make the eyelid on the fish. So I'm going to flatten this fairly thin, and then I'm just going to take it, I'm going to lay this over the top of that eyeball and then squish this into the body of the fish to make that eyelid over the top. I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Then I've already flattened out a piece of clay to make the little teeth on my fish. I'm going to score the area where that's going to attach up inside the mouth. I'm going to score the top area of this piece of clay. I'm going to wet that, and then when I attach it, I'm going to wiggle it and attach it to the top of the mouth. I've just flattened out a little piece of clay to make a little tongue for my fish, and I'm going to score a little bit on the inside. I'm going to score the underside of that tongue. I'm going to wet that, and when I place that inside, if I can't get my finger on the inside, I'm just going to take a wooden tool or a popsicle stick, and I'm going to go inside of that mouth, and I'm just going to kind of press that in the back to attach the tongue on the fish. Now I've already made some pieces for my tail fin or for my top fin. I bring those pieces to a point because when I attach those, I want to poke a hole in the back side and a hole in the top side, because then I can take and I can wet the end of this tapered end. I can place that in the opening and really push that in and wiggle it so it attaches really well, and the same with that top fin. I may need to give a little bit of support on the fish as I squish that in. And then I'm going to take a wooden tool and just start adding my textures to the fins and just scratching lines into those fins, into the top fin, and into the tail fin. And I would do both sides of these fins, but for this video, I'm just showing quickly how to do this. To add my scales to my fish, I've created balls of clay, and I'm going to start on the back end of the fish near his tail fin, and I'm going to take that ball of clay, and I'm not wetting, I'm not scoring. This clay is nice and soft. I can take and press that ball of clay and squish it into the body. I don't want to see a line where that ball of clay was. If I really squish that well and then continue to build layers and really squish that into the body and kind of lay it like brickwork, I can fill all of that in with cool little fins on that fish. And I would do the same thing on the other side of this as well to add those fins. So you can go back and do smoothing and bending and touching up on the fish to get him to exactly how you want him to be.